Vandeham Shri Guru Juta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamsam.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Welcome back to the 57th episode of Paripraśna. So we are going to transition from one wonderful pastime to another wonderful pastime. So of late, in the last 2 to 3 episodes, we were discussing this very interesting pastime between Lord Shiva, Sati, and Daksha Prajapati. And now, starting from today's episode, we are going to step into yet another very, very fascinating pastime filled with so many profound, deep lessons for sadhakas. So that is about the Dhruva Maharaja's pastime. So our objective today is to cover one chapter because it's quite a long chapter covering 82 amazing verses. So this chapter is titled Dhruva Maharaja Leaves Home for the Forest. So we have a lot of ground to cover, so many nuances that we need to get into and inquire and learn from Maharaj. So let's go ahead and get started. So Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandavat Pranams, Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna.
So Maharaj, this chapter, I was just wondering, so the whole conversation, the way it is flowing, so somewhere in the middle of third canto, Vidura Mahatma asked Maitreya Muni to describe more about the lineage of Swayambhuva Manu. So in the third canto, Maitreya Muni was discussing about Kapila Dev, Kardama Muni, Devahuti, this whole pastime. And here in the fourth canto, we saw the very first chapter was the genealogical table of Swayambhuva Manu, his other two daughters. And of course, Daksha Prajapati and Prasuti, their 16th daughter, Sati. So that episode we discussed for quite a long time. But now, instead of continuing the lineage of Swayambhuva Manu, there is a slight detour, wherein here, right in the beginning, seems like Maitreya Muni, it's taking a different direction where just in the few verses, he's suddenly talking about Adharma being the son of Brahma and then that lineage. So why this detour, Maharaj?
Yes, because the fourth canto has to talk about 4 pastimes.
Okay.
Based on Kapila Devyuti Samvada, in the third canto, Kapila told Devyuti that there are 4 kinds of devotional service: Tamasika, Rajasika, Sattvika, and Shuddha.
Okay.
So now, after discussing about Tamasika Bhakti, of course, Bhakti is not Tamasika. When a Tamasika person performs Bhakti, that is called Tamasika Bhakti. So Daksha is a Tamasika person because of his pride. Anybody who is proud is actually mode of ignorance.
Okay.
So now when he performed devotion, what happened to him? That has been described.
Yes.
He is being delivered. At the same time, he got the result of performing devotional service in mode of ignorance. Now, a devotional service in mode of passion has to be described. And the best example for devotional service in mode of passion is Dhruva Maharaj. Of course, ultimately became a pure devotee. That is there. But the purpose for which he performed tapasya is to attain a kingdom which is not available even to his father, to his grandfather, and even to his great-grandfather. So he has to describe Dhruva Maharaj. So to describe Dhruva Maharaj, he has to go to whom? The sons of Swayambhuva Manu. Brahma's son is Swayambhuva Manu. Swayambhuva Manu, Uttanapada. We have to describe from Uttanapada's line. His son is Brahma's son is Swayambhuva Manu, and Swayambhuva Manu is Uttanapada. Uttanapada has to come into picture to talk about Dhruva Maharaj. So now he spoke about the daughters. Now he has to speak about the sons. So we will arrive at the sons. For that, he has to give some prelude so that other certain things can be described in shortcut, in a brief way, and then enter into the subject matter. That is the reason there is a slight deviation in the in the line of description.
Okay. Okay. And interesting, although it is just a few short verses, it's quite insightful. So I'll just quickly read here from the second verse. वृषाधर्मस्य भार्यासीत् दम्भं मायां च शत्रुहन् असूतमिथुनं तत्थो निरुत्तिर्जघ्रे प्रजः. Another son of Lord Brahma was irreligion, adharma, whose wife's name was falsity. From their combination were born two demons named Dambha or bluffing and Maya or cheating. These two demons were taken by a demon named Nirutti who had no children. And then in the next two verses, Maitreya told Vidura, O great soul, from Dambha and Maya were born greed and Nikriti or cunning. From their combination came children named Krodha, anger, and Himsa, envy. And from their combination were born Kali and his sister Durukti, harsh speech. O greatest of all good men, by the combination of Kali and harsh speech were born children named Mrityu, death, and Bhiti, fear. From the combination of Mrityu and Bhiti came children named Yatana, excessive pain, and Niraya, hell. So, my dear Vidura, I'll come to that later. So, Maharaj, he could have very well just given a gist. Okay, these are the, just, this falsity, this cheating, cunning, harsh speech, Kali, and this. But however, this short genealogical table, okay, Damba and Maya married, and these are the children. Then he married with somebody, then these are the children. What is the purpose? Why it is presented this way? And also, this whole thing about purport where Prabhupada is highlighting this brother sister getting married. This is like the emphasis. This is like the essence of adharma starts from here. So if you can just throw some light on this, the way it is presented and all this.
When this presentation has been done like this, we think it is only just a presentation and they are not real personalities.
Okay.
But it is not so. They are real personalities and their effects are seen in front of us.
Okay.
For example, Mrisha Adharmasya Bharya Sita. Mrisha Adharmasya Bharya Sita. The Lord Brahma's son is Adharma and he had a wife named Lying. Let us analyze this one point.
Okay.
What does the wife do? She serves the husband.
Yes.
Now, Adharma has to be served by lying. Then only Adharma can progress.
Okay.
So if somebody wants to do irreligious activity, then he has to support it by a lie. The biggest irreligious activity is not to perform devotional service. Any activity other than bhakti is irreligion.
Wow.
And now, how will that person will perform religion? When he is convinced about a lie that I am this body. It is a lie.
Yeah.
So I'm just taking philosophical.
Yes,
Even at the level of dharma. Now, if somebody cheating wife or husband. Now, what do? A man, husband who is cheating his wife, what does he tell his wife? Lies.
Yes. Yeah, yes.
So that is how Adharma's wife is lying.
Yeah.
Falsity. Anywhere, if without lies, Adharma will not prosper. Without life, there is no life for Adharma. Without lies, there is no life for Adharma. In that sense, we can see it practically in front of us. At the same time, we should not misconstrue that saying that, oh, it is only allegorical. They're not allegorical. They are personalities.
Okay.
There is a personality of lie. There is a personality of adharma. And they get together. Yeah.
Wow.
To give birth to whom? Cheating and illusion.
Makes sense. Complete sense. Yeah. What a family tree. Maharaj, just one quick thing. In the second verse, why is Vidura called Shatruhan?
Yeah, because he wanted Vidura to kill Adharma. Adharma is a Shatru of Vidura. So that is the reason he said, Shatruhan,
Mhm.
oh, Vidura, I know that you are going to kill people like Adharma. So
Mhm.
you are, that is why you're Shatruhan. You are, Adharma is your Shatru.
Okay. Okay. Yes.
Interestingly, there is one son, Nirutti,
Mhm.
uh, is the in charge of the southwest
Yes.
uh, of Vastu.
Uh-huh.
That is the subject matter of Vastu,
Mhm.
but actually they are inauspicious.
Mhm.
To make it auspicious, you have to keep it clean, you have to keep it right angle there. A
Oh.
lot of Vastu things come there in that. Yeah.
Mhm. Very fascinating. And again, another interesting thing is here in the fifth verse, Maitreya Muni is telling Vidura, my dear Vidura, I have summarily explained the causes of devastation. One who hears this description 3 times attains piety and washes the sinful contamination from his soul. How would somebody, by hearing about such evil things, the causes of devastation, how does this become an impetus to gain piety and cleanse oneself of contamination?
See, knowledge means to know what is right and what is wrong, what is good, what is evil. That is called knowledge. Even to know what is evil, that is knowledge.
Okay.
So here, hearing about these people, how one is connected with the other, one evil is connected to the other.
Mhm.
When you know, you'll be scared, you'll be afraid to get into those things.
Mm.
Mm. That is the reason one has to hear these things. You have to
Mhm.
hear both. What is to be done, what is not to be done, what is good, what is bad, what is good, what is evil,
Mhm.
so that you are you're aware that these evil things are so dangerous. So I have to be careful about it.
Mhm.
And also in the Bhagavatam, any description is actually uh, having connection with Krishna.
Mhm.
Prema Varsha Aksharayate. Every Akshara of Bhagavatam is filled with Krishna Prema. And that you should know how to identify it and then extract the Prema Rasa from every Akshara of Bhagavatam.
Mm.
So even these Aksharas of Bhagavatam, Sutri, Vaitat, Puman, Punyam, Vidunoti, Atmano, Malam. Uh, these descriptions are also, every Akshara has Krishna Prema in it.
Okay.
Like you have the sugar cane.
Mhm.
If you give sugar cane to a person, puts in the mouth, hey, what is this? And nothing is there.
Mm.
But you should know how to extract the juice out of it.
Mm.
The Bhagavatam is also like that.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. And what would be the best process that one can follow to avoid all this? I mean, it's quite scary just reading them, how their combination leads to other things. So, how can we be not only cautious but consciously live in such a way that we avoid these things?
First is to know how dangerous they are.
Mm-hmm.
And when you know, then you are convinced about it that I should not fall into the trap.
Mm-hmm.
But you require the strength to not to fall into the trap. You get the strength from practicing devotional service. That is why sadhana is required.
Mm-hmm.
When you chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, when you read the Bhagavatam in association of devotees, then you get the strength to avoid those things which are not favorable and to accept those things which are favorable. Anukula sankalpya pratikula sivarjanam.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, moving on to the sixth verse now. अतात कीर्तये वंशं पुण्यकीर्ते कुरुद्वः स्वयंभुवस्यापि मनोर्हरेरंशांशजन्मनः. Maitreya continued, O best of the Kuru dynasty, I shall now describe before you the descendants of Swayambhuva Manu, who was born of a part of a plenary expansion of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, Maharaj, before we go further, what is this Amshamsha Janmanaha?
एतेष अंश kalapumsan Krishnastu Bhagavan Sayam. So Krishna from his their amshas, they are swamshas of Krishna, and they are amshas of Krishna. They are known as Kala.
Okay.
They are the partial expansions of Krishna. On an expansion, partial expansion of Krishna.
Mhm.
They don't manifest the complete aspect of the Supreme Personality of God. They manifest one aspect of it.
Mhm.
Like you have Kapila. who appeared in the Vamsha of Swayambhuva Manu. And also you have Yagya, who appeared in the Vamsha of Swayambhuva Manu. Your Prithu Maharaj and your Rishabdev. So you have four Amshas of the Lord who appeared in his dynasty. So that is what he's going to describe now. Kapila has already been described, and Prithu is going to be described in future. Yajna will come, and Rishabdev is also going to be described. So these are the four Amshas, Amshamsha Sambhava. They are Supreme Lord, but they can be categorized as a Shakti Avesh Avatar. There is a category of avatar called Shakti Avesh Avatar. There is a soul in whom Krishna manifests or invests a special potency to accomplish a special purpose. Like Prithu is Bhupalana Shakti. He ruled the world and then showed to the entire world how one should rule the world.
Got it. Okay. So Swayambhuva Manu had two sons by his wife Shatarupa, and the names of the sons were Uttanapada and Priyavrata, because both of them were descendants of a plenary expansion of Vasudeva, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. They were very competent to rule the universe, to maintain and protect the citizens. So Maharaj, now what follows is the pastime of Uttanapada. So, but actually if we see, I think Priyavrata is the older son. So why Maitreya Muni, instead of talking about the older son, he's jumping to the younger son?
The Uttanapada and Priyavrata. Actually, Swayambhu Manu had two sons, as you just now spoke, Uttanapada and Priyavrata. And they are also, in one sense, the aspect of the Supreme Lord. Why? Because they were born to protect this world. Now, if you go to the story of Uttanapada has been described, because Priyavrata, he had gone to the forest. Of course, he comes back later. So that is the reason Uttanapada has been described here. And also, the need of the Canto is to talk about Dhruva Maharaj.
Yes.
That is the reason.
Okay, that's need-based.
Yeah.
So moving on to the 8th verse now. Jaye Uttanapadasya suniti suruchistayoho suruchi preyasi patyur netarayat suto dhruvaha. King Uttanapada had two queens named Suniti and Suruchi. Suruchi was much more dear to the king. Suniti, who had a son named Dhruva, was not his favorite. And once upon a time, King Uttanapada was patting the son of Suruchi, Uttama, placing him on his lap. Dhruva Maharaja was also trying to get on the king's lap, but the king did not very much welcome him. So while the child Dhruva Maharaj was trying to get on the lap of his father, Suruchi, his stepmother, became very envious of the child, and with great pride she began to speak so as to be heard by the king himself. So before we get into the piercing words of Suruchi directed towards Dhruva, so just now you said, Maharaj, someone like Uttanapada. I mean, what a great personality. He's the son of Swayambhuva Manu, grandson of Brahma. You said they're all part of the Lord. They are here for a great purpose to serve. But however, on the other hand, what is displayed is he is partial. He's playing favorites. Of the two wives, his favorite wife is Suruchi. Of the two sons, he's partial towards Uttama. And later we will see as the pastime unfolds, right in front of him, it is said he was silent and he was watching this whole thing, how Suruchi was treating Dhruva, and he just kept mum. So why even great personalities are showcased in this way of just human weakness, quote unquote weakness?
Yeah, to show that how, even though one may be a great personality, but if he is attached to wife, then he becomes weak. That is the cause of his weakness. He becomes Trainya. Like, for example, you have Dasharatha. He has been described as Trainya. He lost Ram because of his attachment to Kaikeyi. He could have just told Kaikeyi, shut up, keep your mouth shut. Do whatever you want, get lost. He could have told that. He did not have the heart and the guts to do so. He tries to devise some ways and means to cover up his attachment. But so even though one may be very powerful, but attachment leads him to weakness. So this weakness is shown by Uttanapada. Because of that weakness, Dhruva could actually go and then show what is strength. The strength is that determination. Dhruva means determination. So Uttanapada's weakness is actually to showcase Dhruva Maharaj's strength. In the scriptures, great personalities, there some weaknesses or some misdoings, misconduct is only to highlight certain things. Like you have something very bright and shining. If you have a black or a dark background, it comes out. It reflects more. So that's the reason.
Okay. So Maharaj, let's just spend another minute here. So of course, in Uttanapada's case, although he was attached to his wife, his weakness became a cause of Dhruva to showcase his strength. But however, in the normal case, I remember just an episode or 2 episodes ago, you said men these days are attached to their wives. So we see that. And so, unlike Uttanapada's case, for many men, being a henpecked husband or being attached to one's wife unduly can become a cause of his downfall, not just spiritually but materially also. So, how can men safeguard themselves from this attachment and be the men that they have to be?
So again, I come back to the same point of our mission, that is Gurukul. If the men, right from the childhood and from the age of 6 or 7, they don't stay independently, they'll be dependent throughout life. By the age of 7 or 8, the boy should know how to take his own bath, how to wash his own clothes, how to wear his own clothes, how to eat by himself. This is where you teach independence. Then the boy should learn that yes, I can live alone. I can live without any support, and I will be the support of others. He should be having that confidence and the strength. If he doesn't have, I've seen in some houses, a 10-year-old boy, he doesn't wash his own clothes. He doesn't know how to wear his own clothes. He doesn't know how to keep his own books. He has become a woman, a girl, crying. All these things are because of he's not being trained. That is the right time to train the boys independently. Of course, affection is there, at the same time discipline. So that training, when he comes out of the training of say 20, 22 years, 24 years, when he comes, and then when he gets married, then he becomes a shelter for the wife rather than being attached. So it's a lack of training. So he thinks I cannot live without her. Actually, she should think I cannot live without him.
Yes.
If he's not trained to live independently, then all these things come. If he gets up early in the morning and then does Aradhana and then study and then the confidence, the kind of confidence, kind of power one develops because having sense control. So this is lacking so much in the modern education system, modern scenario. Also associating with the opposite sex right from the childhood itself.
Yes.
6th standard, 7th standard is boyfriend, girlfriend business makes a person completely useless, completely weak. The age at which he is supposed to gain strength, he is losing all his strength. What can you expect out of a person who has lost all his strength?
Nice, Maharaj. Very nice explanation. So moving on to this character of Suruchi, it is said Suruchi, his stepmother, became very envious of the child. So of course we saw Daksha's envy towards Lord Shiva. And now we see Suruchi's envy towards this 5-year-old boy. Cause of her envy, she is a queen of such a great king, that is Uttanapada. She has her own son. She is the favorite of the husband. What could be the cause of her envy? That too, that envy directed towards just a mere 5-year-old boy.
Envy is beyond reason.
Okay.
If you have reason, it is not called envy.
Okay.
There's no why here.
Mhm.
What to speak of step-wives, co-wives,
Mhm.
son,
Mhm.
even mother-daughter.
Mhm.
If a daughter is praised, then the mother will say, hey, what, why, how can you get some praise?
Uh-huh.
It's a world is designed like that. So horrible.
Mhm.
And something which is beyond reason, that is called envy. When
Mhm.
you ask why they are envious, very envious. The nature of envy is like that only.
Mhm.
You just cannot understand
Mhm.
why a person behaves like this.
Mhm.
To such an extent, the scriptures in the Bhagavatam, 11th canto, Krishna tells Uddhava,
Mhm.
he says that Acharyam ma vijaniyam navamanyata karichit namartha buddhe nasuyeta. He is speaking, don't envy your guru.
Oh.
That means there is a scope, or it has been seen that even a disciple envies his guru.
Oh my God. Mm.
That is why this instruction is given. Na?
Mm.
That would have never happened.
Mm.
Even disciple would have never been envious of his guru.
Mm.
Then why Krishna would say, don't envy your guru?
Mm.
And that is why when even in the Vedic studies we say Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahavidyam Karavavahe Tejasvinavaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahe. Let there be no envy between us.
Mm.
So it's all pervading, this envy.
Yes.
Takes different forms, and
Mm.
it's beyond, it's no reason for it.
Mm. Mm.
If at all there is any reason, it is just the lack of love for Krishna.
Yeah.
Anybody who doesn't have love for Krishna is definitely envious.
Yeah. Yeah.
That manifests in different forms, at
Mm.
different times, in different places, without reason.
Mm. Mm.
If they have slightest of the love for Krishna,
Mm.
that's enough to actually remove a lot of envy.
Yeah.
Slightest the love for the sadhus,
Mm.
that's enough to remove a lot of envy. Even it comes because of that when they think of Krishna and think of their affection for the sadhu, envy is okay.
Yeah.
That is the reason. Lack of love for Krishna and sadhus. That's
Mm.
the cause of envy.
Yes. So Sridhara Swami said, Para Utkarshana Asahanam. So to be intolerant of another's progress is envy. But I think this is even a broader purview. Even here, Dhruva is not like he's in a better position. Suniti is not in a better position. Suri, there is no Para Utkarshanam, but still envy can come, is what you're saying, beyond reason.
Yes, yes, yes. Para Utkarshana. It's imagination.
Oh.
It is Para Utkarshana doesn't mean that they are better than them.
Uh-huh.
Even though they are not better than them. Even the slightest of their happiness, if they get, that is intolerable. The whole purpose, the whole ideology of a person who's envious is, I want to see others suffering and enjoy.
Oh, saddest. Okay. We'll go forward in the pastime. Queen Suruchi told Dhruva Maharaja, My dear child, you do not deserve to sit on the throne or on the lap of the king. Surely you are also the son of the king. But because you did not take your birth from my womb, you are not qualified to sit on your father's lap. So Maharaj, not only envy, now it is the display of Damba, pride also. She's telling my womb, like she's so great that if anybody has to sit on the lap of the king, then they have to take birth from her womb and then sit. And then she
Yeah.
goes on to say, My dear child, you are unaware that you were born not of my womb but of another woman. Therefore, you should know that your attempt is doomed to failure. You're trying to fulfill a desire which is impossible to fulfill. If you at all desire to rise to the throne of the king, then you have to undergo severe austerities. First of all, you must satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead Narayana. And then, when you are favored by him because of such worship, you shall have to take your next birth from my womb. What audacity, what height of, I don't know, delusion, pride, what is this? Now, who would go worship the Lord with austerity, have darshan of the Lord, and then pray to him that I have to take birth from Suruchi's womb? Why
Yeah.
did
In spite of being all so envious, he's talking about Krishna consciousness.
Yes.
And maybe that is the reason after everything, all the whole pastime happened, she repents.
Yes.
So that's the reason if somebody is envious, and then if there's a hope for them also if they're Krishna conscious.
Mm.
So she's saying that you have to get that amount of pious credits to be born from my womb.
Mm. Mm.
So satisfying the Lord means you get that Sukruti to be born in
Yes.
my womb. That means she had this desire, you should die immediately.
Mm.
When you die, I'll see your mother crying, and that is the cause of my joy.
Gosh.
When your mother dies, actually, Dhruva, don't think that I am having some problem with you.
Mm.
Your mother is my problem.
Mm.
So that is the reason two women can never go along with each other.
Never.
Never ever. Where the world has never seen.
Really, Maharaj? Never?
Never ever.
Even among devotees?
Until unless they are Krishna conscious.
Ah, okay. Thank God.
When they are Krishna conscious, they are not women.
Mm.
The moment they think I'm a woman, then
Mm.
the other woman, you see her as a competitor.
Mm.
That's how it's all 9 times more in one's party.
Mm.
So she says that let us be happy, no problem.
Mm.
You, Dhruva, you are friends,
Mm.
but just get your mother out of between both of us. Then you see, you will be the most lovable object of mine.
Wow. So, Maharaj, you wanted to continue, Maharaj?
No, no.
And another interesting, every time it's like, my dear child, my dear child. I mean, she's spitting poison. She's such harsh words, but my dear child, like as though it is poison wrapped in affection. So the way she
Hmm.
speaks, and also here, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is saying she's trying to display to Uttanapada like as though she is devotional, but she isn't.
Yes, because her problem is not with Dhruva.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is with the
Sunita.
co-wife.
Yeah.
I just cannot see somebody equal to me.
Mm.
Just cannot see that.
Mm.
That's a typical humanish nature.
Mm-hmm.
That is why only by practice of devotional service
Mm.
and getting out of this concept that I am woman, I am man, that is the only way to be situated in Krishna consciousness.
Mm. Mm. Okay. And how prophetic that actually she is wishing that Dhruva should go to the forest, worship, and die. Eventually, it will so happen she is the one who is going to go to the forest and get burnt in the forest fire. And also, another thing is, although it is pronounced as a curse that I want you to die, your mother should cry and she should be unhappy, but actually, it becomes a blessing for Dhruva. So, if you can say something about this.
Yeah, it is very clear, it is very evident. Nothing much to say about it. If you wish something bad
Mm-hmm.
for a devotee, the same thing will happen to you.
Mm.
That's what it is.
Okay, okay. Maharaj, here it is said, next sloka I'll quote and then. Maitreya uvacha matu sapatnya sadurukti viddaha shwasan rusha dandahato yatahihi hitva mishantam pitaram sannavacham jagama matuh prarudan sakasham. The sage Maitreya continued, my dear Vidura, as a snake when struck by a stick breathes very heavily, Dhruva Maharaja, having been struck by the strong words of his stepmother, began to breathe very heavily because of great anger. When he saw that his father was silent and did not protest, he immediately left the palace and went to his mother. So Maharaj, here it is seen, Uttanapada was not directly involved, but however, because he was present, it is said that he was watching, yet he was silent because of his favoritism, partiality towards Suruchi. So does us being quiet becomes as good as we are also we are complicit in causing that wound, the hurt to that other person, although we may not be directly involved.
Yes. And that is because of the weakness. Because the father was silent, was just watching. And why was he watching? Why he did not correct his wife? Would say, shut up, you idiot. Should have told. Why he did not say? Because of his attachment. Hridaya Daurbalya. Hridaya Daurbalya means weakness of the heart. Because of his attachment, weakness comes.
So Dhruva runs to his mother, so we will see what happens next. When Dhruva Maharaja reached his mother, his lips were trembling in anger and he was crying very grievously. Queen Suniti immediately lifted her son onto her lap, while the palace residents who had heard all the harsh words of Suruchi related everything in detail. Thus Suniti also became greatly aggrieved. This incident was unbearable to Suniti's patience. She began to burn as if in a forest fire, and in her grief she became just like a burnt leaf and so lamented. As she remembered the words of her co-wife, her bright lotus-like face filled with tears, and thus she spoke. Now what a mother she is, my God. She also was breathing very heavily, and she did not know the factual remedy for the painful situation. Not finding any remedy, she said to her son, my dear son, don't wish for anything inauspicious for others. Anyone who inflicts pains upon others suffers himself from that pain. What a glorious mother. Suniti is in a league of her own. How wonderful. So, naturally, when somebody hurts us, the immediate natural human reaction is to wish something bad upon them also. Tit for tat mentality. And the very first instruction she gives to Dhruva is don't wish for anything inauspicious for others. Because whatever, anyone who inflicts pain upon others suffers himself from that pain. So, can you please highlight this, Maharaj, and we'll go further how she's going to instruct Dhruva on this.
So that's why Matrudevo Bhava. Matrudevo Bhava. So mother should be representative of Krishna. And she is the first guru and the natural guru. So there are many gurus, but one natural guru is mother. Is mother. That is why she gave birth to Dhruva.
Wow.
So as you have such qualities, divine qualities, you'll give to divine child, birth to divine child. So just see that she is seeing Krishna. That is why she's not thinking herself to be a woman. She is thinking herself as a mother. The moment a girl thinks I'm a girl, woman thinks I'm a woman, they are doomed to be destroyed and they are cause of the destruction of the world. The moment a girl, a woman thinks I'm a mother, they are the cause of their deliverance and the deliverance of the entire world. What big scholars and panditas and acharyas cannot do, one mother can do. But what hundreds and thousands of kings, cruel kings cannot do, one woman can do.
Wow. Mm.
That's
Mm.
just, you consider yourself as woman,
Mm.
that's destruction for oneself and the entire world.
Mm.
Moment you consider mother,
Mm.
that's the cause of the deliverance of the entire world.
Mm. So one shift in the thought makes a huge difference. So Suniti said, "My dear boy, whatever has been spoken by Suruchi is so. Because the king, your father, does not consider me his wife or even his maidservant, he feels ashamed to accept me. Therefore, it is a fact that you have taken birth from the womb of an unfortunate woman, and by being fed from her breast, you have grown up." Such humility from Suniti. I'll just quote the next sloka also. "My dear boy, whatever has been spoken by Suruchi, your stepmother, although very harsh to hear, is factual. Therefore, if you desire at all to sit on the same throne as your stepbrother Uttama, then give up your envious attitude and immediately try to execute the instructions of your stepmother. Without further delay, you must engage yourself in worshipping the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead." Such maturity, such humility, such realism. She's telling what to do. It is the fact. Your father doesn't like me. I'm not the favorite. Forget about him accepting me as a queen, but he does not even consider me as a maidservant. And you are born from me. While Suruchi was telling you should take birth from my womb, my womb. And here Suniti is telling I'm an unfortunate woman and you have taken birth from my womb, although she's not like that. And how she intelligently uses this situation to connect him to the Supreme Lord. So I want to hear a lot about this from you, Maharaj, the way she's guiding Dhruva.
To connect anyone to the Supreme Lord, the first step is to make them understand the law of karma.
Mm.
That's called preacher.
Okay.
If you just say, "Oh God," and it's not going to make a person understand Krishna
Mhm.
consciousness or any God consciousness.
Mhm.
So, what is the first thing which he's saying is that, my dear child, whatever your stepmother has told, Satyam Suruchya Vihitam Bhavan me. Whatever your stepmother has told is true
Mm.
because of your bad karma. You are born in my womb.
Mm.
And if you want good birth, then you have to do a tapasya. You have to get the piety.
Mm.
And who is that person who gives piety or bad karma or good karma? Who gives the results? It is Krishna.
Mm.
So she is instructing Dhruva of the science of Krishna consciousness.
Mm.
Mhm. So the theory of karma is being within the is put within the culture,
Mm.
Vedic culture. In a household affairs, every day something other happens, some fight, some
Yes.
disturbance. But we have seen our old people, grandmother, grandfather, those who are spiritually situated, they would say, anything happens, they say, my karma.
Mm.
Just be peaceful.
Mm.
So the concept of karma mm, is the first step in understanding that, in the first step in Krishna consciousness.
Mm.
Yeah.
So that is why there is no blame game here. She is not blaming Suruchi for anything because she's preaching karma. Take responsibility. Whatever you're getting is because you have done it in the past.
Yes, yes. And that is the first lakshana of Sita Prajna.
Mm.
Sita Prajnascha ka bhasha sitadihi kim prabhasheta. Kim prabhasheta. How does he react to the world in that section? What is being described? That sukha and dukkha. Dukkheshu anudvigdhamana. Sukeshu vikataspriha. Vitaraga vaikrodha. Siddhar munirachyate. यः सर्वत्र अभिस्नेहः Tattat prapya shubhashubham navinandati nadveshti tasya prajna pratishtita. Two verses, second chapter, 56 and 57. So that is the Lakshana of Chitta Prajna, where Krishna tells Arjuna that Dukkheshu Anudvignamana. When dukkha comes, be peaceful. Don't become so distressed, breathing heavily. What happened? This happened. How? Crying and howling. Why? What are you going to achieve out of it? Sukheshu Vigataspriya. When some sukha comes, you are just jumping in the air. Nobody's like me. I got this thing. Why? You don't know. One corona is enough to make you flat. Don't jump too much up and down. So, dukkhe shanudvignamana sukeshu vigadaspriha vita raga bhaya krodha. Give up raga, bhaya and krodha. Chitadir muniruchyate. That person is chitadihi. I may say, I don't have a problem with the problem, but I have a problem with the person who's giving the problem.
Yes.
So, for that, yaha sarvatva nabhisneha tatra prapya shubhashu. Na abhinandati na dveshti. Don't say thank you, neither say have any dveshti, dvesha to a person. Just because you consider that whatever good somebody is giving, it is your punya, which is being given to you through that person. Whatever bad experiences a person is giving, it is just nothing but your papa being given to you through that person. That person has nothing to do with you. He may have envy, but his problem. He is criticizing you. That is not your problem. That is his problem. So why are you so much bothered about his problem or her problem? You already have enough problems in your life.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what Suniti is saying.
Yeah.
Suniti is telling the same thing.
Yes.
So this law of karma, it's a very powerful tool.
Yes.
To come to the platform of understanding the actual aspect of law of karma. Is a powerful tool to immediately become Krishna conscious and be surrendered to Krishna.
Yes, very much, Maharaj. So, Maharaj, just drawing parallels to another pastime. Of course, they are two completely different pastimes, but I just want to draw something out of this. So, in Srimad Bhagavatam, in a later canto, so we see the pastime of Chitraketu Maharaj. So there also he has like I think 1 crore, 10 crore wives, something like that. He had no child, and Angira Rishi came, and through his blessing he got a child, Harshashoka, and all that. So there also what happened was of all the crores of wives that he had. So Kritadyuti, the chief, the Shrestha and Jyeshta wife, she becomes the mother of Harshashoka, and all the other 99 lakh number of whatever the pending wives, they all conspire together. They are also neglected by Chitraketu Maharaj. Now it is Kritadyuti who's given birth to Harshashoka, so he's giving her all the love and affection. Obviously, they are now feeling envious towards Kritadyuti and the child. So here also Suniti is neglected by Uttanapada. There, not just one wife, but all this group of wives, they are neglected by Chitraketu. But the course of action they take versus Suniti, what she is displaying here is like oceanic difference. So those wives, they go to like, you can't even imagine. I mean, they go to the extent of killing that child. And here we see the exemplary Suniti, who is not only neglected by her husband, but for a mother, for her own child to be insulted by a co-wife like this. I mean, how painful it must have been for her. But however, there is zero envy towards Suruchi from Suniti. She is not insecure, she is not envious, and still there is no one bad word she's speaking about Suruchi. There is nothing she's saying, let's come, go and fight for justice, nothing. And she's in fact so mature, so inner strength that she is telling what she said is true. So why don't you go to the Supreme Lord? So what is the difference between Suniti in a similar situation but so exemplary, but all these group of wives of Chitraketu in a similar situation, but they like father, they go to the lowest of the low, killing the child?
The difference is not basically with the woman folk. It is with the husband, the man, how he deals with these envious people. So there, Chitraketu is a very exalted personality, but he became very oblivious, or he was not so much as a good husband. He just neglected them just because he got a son from this Kirti. So that's where the problem starts. Women are by nature envious. And if you are a grahastha, and if you're dealing with them, you should know how to deal with them. Of course, from the pastime point of view, every pastime has its own significance.
Yes.
But since your question was specific, as long as woman thinks I'm a woman, she's actually a snake, not a woman. The moment she thinks mother, she gives amrita. The moment she thinks I'm a woman, she oozes out poison. So the husband should be a snake charmer.
What a way of putting it.
But these days, you don't know that. They are not husbands, they are not men only. For that, you need to be detached. It's very complicated. To manage children, women, old people, mad people, it's a tough job. It's not a. And that person has to be so detached and so powerful, a tapasvi. That is the only tapasvi is a great. One who has done tapasya is qualified to become a grahastha. Because he has to deal with all kinds of crazy things.
Yes.
So that is why only those who are practiced brahmacharya, right from the age of 7 till the time they get married, they are qualified to get married. That is, the scriptures say that Kanyadan has to be given to a brahmachari, not to a dog. So that's the problem these days. Lack of training in life, in Krishna consciousness. That is the reason there are no strong men. Actually, women are weak because of their enviousness. For that, you need to be strong enough to control them. It's not there. Same with Dasharatha, attachment. Actually, when the enviousness comes out at that time, if you're a strong man, if you can control that. That's the nature's law. By giving different Upodeshas, talking in a different way, depending on the nature of the wife, you can manage. But they don't know these days because they themselves are very attached. Again, comes back, if you want the society to be sane, there's no way other than having gurukulas where the boys are trained to be men. Because of promiscuity, right from the age of 10, 11, so the boys have become girls and the girls have become boys. And it's totally opposite to their nature. And the whole society is in a big havoc.
So that's very nice, Maharaj. And also, I just want your confirmation on this, what you think. So, Suniti, in case she was not a devotee, perhaps she also would have displayed such lower qualities. But her being a devotee makes all the difference, isn't it, Maharaj?
Yes, yes. Yeah. See, devotion means that she knows that I am servant of Krishna. I am not a woman. I'm just meant to serve.
Mm.
Those who think that I'm just a servant, I just have to serve, they are always happy.
Yes.
Devotion doesn't mean just, okay, oh, I'm a devotee. No, to have a complete understanding that I'm servant. Same applies to man also.
Yes.
Like in the last podcast, I don't know when I told about it.
Mm-hmm.
Woman is a personification of suffering. And when man wants to enjoy this woman who is a personification of suffering, he suffers more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Maharaj. So going forward with the pastime, Suniti's instructions. Suniti said, "My dear boy, just one. Yeah, let me jump here. Yeah, Suniti continued, the Supreme Personality of Godhead is so great that simply by worshipping his lotus feet, your great grandfather, Lord Brahma, acquired the necessary qualifications to create this universe. Although he is unborn and is the chief of all living creatures, he is situated in that exalted post because of the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, whom even great yogis worship by controlling the mind and regulating the life air prana. Suniti informed her son, your grandfather Swayambhuva Manu executed great sacrifices with distribution of charity, and thereby, with unflinching faith and devotion, he worshipped and satisfied the Supreme Personality of Godhead. By acting in that way, he achieved the greatest success in material happiness and afterwards achieved liberation, which is impossible to obtain by worshipping the demigods. My dear boy, you also should take shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is very kind to his devotees. Person seeking liberation from the cycle of birth and death always take shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord in devotional service, becoming purified by executing your allotted occupation. Just situate the Supreme Personality of Godhead in your heart and without deviating for a moment, engage always in his service. So Maharaj, in one of the shlokas, is it you should not become a janani, a mother, if you can't liberate your child from the cycle of birth and death. And Suniti is really embodiment. She's exemplifying that. So she's giving the example of Lord Brahma, the great grandfather, Swayambhuva Manu, grandfather, and telling you also should follow the same path. So if you can say, how can the current women, the mothers who are already there, how can they become mothers like Suniti, making their child getting closer to Krishna?
You already answered the question
Did I? Okay.
by bringing a child closer to Krishna.
Mm.
That is how you become Suniti.
Mm.
And by doing so, you will go back home, back to Godhead
Yes. Yes.
before your child goes.
Mm.
So that is the power
Yes.
of the mother.
Mm.
See, every boy, the attachment which he has for the mother is immense.
Mm.
For a boy, mother is God.
Mm.
I have seen in our experience also, my experience also, even though she beats, thrashes for no reason also,
Mm.
the boy will not go anywhere else. For mother, mother, mother.
Mm.
So intelligent mother has to use
Mm.
the weakness of the young boy,
Mm.
not equals the affection what he
Yes.
has.
Mm-hmm.
Capitalize on that.
Mm.
Use it in engaging in Krishna consciousness.
Mm.
Use it.
Mm.
That's called intelligence.
Mm.
Use it.
Mm.
Make him run and then do all the work.
Mm.
Hey, go worship the deity. He will say, hey, 10 years. Because the mother's affection is there.
Mm.
So use it. use that affection, the affections which are there between in this world, affections which are in this world, that has to be used to bring the object of your affection closer to Krishna, who is the ultimate object of affection. Even Srila Prabhupada, when he saw, when he's leaving the body at the time, Vrindavan, 14th of November. Today is what?
14th of November. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
This is the day when all the devotees are there, surrendered, surrounding him. And they were so much attached. Saeva sadhushu kruto mokshadvara pavritam. The affection which you have in your heart for the sadhu, that is the cause of the deliverance. And the moksha dwara, the doors of liberation opened because of your affection for the sadhu. And Prabhupada saw all these devotees so attached to him. Then he smiled and then spoke very mildly. Now I had done my job. This was picked up by one Prabhupada's disciple who was there at that time. His name is Suhotra Swami. He says the whole purpose of Krishna consciousness of an Acharya is to conduct himself in such a way, express himself in such a way that people will become completely attached to him. And that attachment for him will make them Krishna conscious. So a boy has a natural attachment for the mother. So she has to use that to make him develop attachment for Krishna. Very few souls, by hearing some class, studying scriptures, they develop that attachment directly to Krishna. Very, very rare. But most of the acharyas, they first make people get attached to them, not because they are. And after that, when they gain faith on them, they transfer their faith onto the person whom the acharya has faith in, that is Krishna.
Wonderful.
It is the case with Prabhupada. One of the Prabhupada's disciples told me personally, when he heard my background, then he told me that you know why we took up Krishna conscious, why we accept Krishna as God? Because Prabhupada said, if Prabhupada had said Sai Baba is God, accepted Sai Baba as God. That the kind of affection they had for Srila Prabhupada, that actually made people Krishna conscious. He used that because he did not actually project himself in Acharya. He projected himself as a father, as a mother. And these people are fatherless and motherless in America. And they were willing to give their life for Prabhupada. Not because the scriptures say so, because of Srila Prabhupada. So, in the same way here, Suniti is using the affection which Dhruva has for the mother, natural affection, using that. Hey, go to the forest, whatever your stepmother has told, that is perfectly right, go. Dhruva thought my mother will give some solution. She'll fight for me. But she gave a solution which Dhruva, what to speak of Dhruva, or anybody in the world cannot even imagine. That is Krishna consciousness. So Krishna consciousness is the only solution. And mothers are the best people who can give. Right from the womb, right from the conception, Krishna consciousness has to begin. Guru and all later. If the mother is a devotee and she is giving Krishna consciousness right from the day of conception, that child doesn't even require any guru.
Yes. Yeah.
Matrudevo bhava.
Mm.
Then Pitrudevo bhava. Then Acharya Devo bhava.
Mm.
Yes.
Wow, glorious Maharaj. Very nice. I hope that inspires many mothers to become mothers like Suniti. So Maharaj, such powerful, like you said, the solution she gave, the spiritual solution, it's so powerful that Dhruva remembers this 36,000 years later with gratitude. If not for my mother, I would not have taken up this. So like this, our Shiksha Guru, Diksha Guru, the instructions they give can become so powerful that, I mean, lifetimes later also we are indebted to them eternally.
Yes. This is the power of an Acharya. So many kings have come and gone, so many politicians have come and gone, so many film stars have come and gone, who had influence like, oh, you just can't imagine. But who cares? Nobody bothers.
Yes.
What Ramanuja did 1,000 years back still continue.
Yes.
So that is the power of an Acharya. The power of Acharya is like that.
Yeah. So moving on to the next section, Maharaj. So Dhruva leaves to the forest immediately and he meets Narada Muni. So I'll just quickly quote here. So the great sage Maitreya continued, the instruction of Dhruva Maharaja's mother Suniti was actually meant for fulfilling his desired objective. Therefore, after deliberate consideration and with intelligence and fixed determination, he left his father's house. The great sage Narada overheard this news and understanding all the activities of Dhruva Maharaja, he was struck with wonder. He approached Dhruva and touching the boy's head with his all virtuous hand, he spoke as follows. How wonderful are the powerful Kshatriyas! They cannot tolerate even a slight infringement upon their prestige. Just imagine. This boy is only a small child, yet harsh words from his stepmother prove unbearable to him. Narada Uvacha नादुनाप्यवमानं ते सम्मानं वापि पुत्रका लक्षयाम कुमारस्य सक्तस्य क्रीडनादिषु. The great sage Narada told Dhruva, my dear boy, you are only a little boy whose attachment is to sports and other frivolities. Why are you so affected by words insulting your honor? My dear Dhruva, if you feel that your sense of honor has been insulted, you still have no cause for dissatisfaction. This kind of dissatisfaction is another feature of the illusory energy. Every living entity is controlled by his previous actions, and therefore there are different varieties of life for enjoying or suffering. So, like this, he continues, and then he says, now you have decided to undertake the mystic process of meditation under the instruction of your mother, just to achieve the mercy of the Lord. But in my opinion, such austerities are not possible for any ordinary man. It is very difficult to satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, Maharaj, here on the outset, it seems like as though Narad Muni is discouraging Dhruva. He is telling, well, you want to do all this, you've come to the forest, but he is telling it's very difficult. So, why don't you just go back? Don't take this so seriously. So, what is this inclination of the guru to test one's disciple? What is the purpose of a guru testing on his or her disciple?
Yeah. Testing a disciple is actually making that disciple more qualified.
Okay.
Every test is not a test actually.
Uh-huh.
It is actually an opportunity for us to become more qualified. A boy is studying in 8th standard and the exams are coming now. Now, one who thinks examination, test, they are testing me, what is this? And other is an opportunity for me to go to 9th standard.
Yeah.
And who is giving that opportunity? Narada is giving opportunity. So externally you may see that Narada is discouraging.
Yes.
But actually is giving an opportunity. Become more advanced. So that's and to the entire world, Narada is showing how Dhruva is Dhruva. Dhruva means
Determination.
determined.
Yeah.
In spite of Guru telling,
Mm.
huh? Go back.
Mm.
No,
Mm.
I'll serve. I'll do that.
Mm.
So determined.
Mhm.
So Narada wants to glorify his own disciple, Dhruva,
Mm.
by saying that, see, this kind of disciple is required.
Mm.
So testing is always there. Like
Mhm.
Krishna tested gopis' love for him
Mm.
and relished when they love increased when he tested their love.
Mm.
And all the gopis, when Krishna paid the food, they all came running, running, running.
Mm.
And they surrendered to Krishna. Krishna, why you come here? Naihasteyam, don't stay here. Pratyata Vrajam, go back to Vraja.
Mm.
What was Krishna doing there? He's testing their love.
Yes.
And when they passed with the flying colors, Krishna was completely amazed by seeing their love for him.
Mm.
The world is amazed like this. In the same way, Krishna was testing the dharmanishta of Arjuna.
Mm.
Krishna told Arjuna, kill Aswattama, kill Aswattama. Draupadi said, don't kill. Bhima said, kill him. Yudhishthira said, don't kill. Arjuna is confused. What to do?
Mm.
Then he killed Ashwattama without killing him.
Yes. Yes.
A lot of many places in the Bhagavatam, this test is given so that their glory is increased.
Mm.
The person's who is being tested, the person being tested, his glory is increased. With
Mm.
that purpose, this test is given.
Mm.
But these days, the teachers test the child so that he'll fail. Yeah, yeah. Give some exam. I'll give some questions so that he should fail.
Mm. Mm.
That's yeah.
Beautiful. And the way Dhruva Maharaj responds now, Dhruva Maharaja said, my dear Lord Narada ji, for a person whose heart is disturbed by the material conditions of happiness and distress, whatever you have so kindly explained for attainment of peace of mind is certainly a very good instruction. But as far as I am concerned, I am covered by ignorance, and this kind of philosophy does not touch my heart. My dear Lord, I am very impudent for not accepting your instructions, but this is not my fault. It is due to my having been born in a Kshatriya family. My stepmother Suruchi has pierced my heart with her harsh words. Therefore, your valuable instruction does not stand in my heart. So the raw honesty of Dhruva is quite charming here. How he is openly accepting. Okay, you said all this philosophy, but I'm not in a position. It reminds us of Arjuna in sixth chapter of Bhagavad Gita. He said the whole Ashtanga Yoga process. He said, yeah, you said all this, but I don't think this is practical and endurable for me. So, how should a disciple, when a guru gives instructions, be like this honest, unpretentious, whatever it is just openly stated?
So for that, one has to be a guru like Narada.
Mhm.
Now, the word misuse of the word authority
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
has to be understood by those who are in authority.
Yes. What a statement.
So Narada, can there be any authority, better authority than Narada?
No.
But he never misused his authority. Say, I have told I'm authority, I'm your guru, you don't know who I am, you should do what I said.
Mm. Mm.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Your authority means whether spiritual or managerial, whatever it may be,
Mhm.
it should be with a dialogue.
Yes.
Whether philosophical side or practical side or any other side of it, you find the guru should be always open to questions.
Mm.
The disciple also should think that I have to clear my doubts. I have
Mm.
to express myself.
Mm.
So the very personality of authority should be creating a atmosphere where there is a there is a atmosphere of fair and frank expression of one's heart.
Yes.
That's called society.
Mm.
That's called Vedic culture.
Yeah.
I've seen sometimes in the family also, the father says something, the husband says something, and there's a culture of expressing their dissatisfaction, and they would express it. When they express, they see their husband or father is not very happy. They would say, I don't like, but still I'll do it for your sake. So that increases the rasa,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Mm.
So this is a very, but that happens only when you maintain
Yes.
the atmosphere of
Yeah.
fearlessness,
Yes.
atmosphere of love.
Yes.
So Narada had this thing, and
Yeah.
outright this ball boy says that your instructions are not for me, bhaiya.
Yeah.
I'm a kshatriya. I'm a kshatriya. And now give those instructions to somebody else. You are speaking nectar, but I want. I didn't come for this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So glad that you emphasized how authorities should be responsible for creating that kind of atmosphere. So, Maharaj, before we go further, in terms of the elaborate description given by Narada to Dhriva, how he should worship the Lord, there is this one beautiful verse, 34th verse. गुणाधिकान् मुदं लिप्सेद् अनुक्रोशं गुणाधमात् मैत्रीं समानाद् अन्विच्छेन तापैरभिभूयते. Every man should act like this. When he meets a person more qualified than himself, he should be very pleased. When he meets someone less qualified than himself, he should be compassionate toward him. And when he meets someone equal to himself, he should make friendship with him. In this way, one is never affected by the threefold miseries of this material world. So, Maharaj, how following this 3 point formula given by Narad Muni can safeguard us from the threefold miseries of this material world?
No, it's a long connection. To make it short,
Yeah.
when you respect elders, respect flows upwards, friendship flows lateral, and compassion, daya, flows downwards. That means, irrespective of whoever is your authority, just because he's authority, just respect.
Okay.
Anybody is superior to you in age, in position, in ashram, and in wealth, in social status, respect. There's respect. It doesn't cost you anything,
Yes.
but it reaps billions of dollars. Why I should respect him? And what are you going to lose by respecting him?
Yeah.
You're going to only gain.
Mm.
And then by doing so, then the three tapas, what you have, they are nullified because you get blessings. Blessings are a kavacha from the tapas. It is not that they will not come, they will come, but you will not be affected because you have the kavacha of the blessings. Karna was so strong, but everywhere he became miserable because he was cursed. Arjuna, wherever he went, he got blessings. That is why he was protected. He was happy. What all troubles Arjuna had, but still nothing affected him. Rather, Karna, he had not much troubles, but every time he went, even in Duryodhana's palace, he was troubled. He was always depressed because he had only cursed. He had only curses. So by respecting, the person is about to curse, also will bless. If you disrespect, the person who want to bless will also curse.
Yes.
So when you have friendship, when you share, everybody requires a friend. Share. There's nothing wrong. You don't become low by sharing
Mm.
with your friends. Like you have burden, you're carrying 50 kilos. If you have somebody to help you,
Yeah.
then sharing makes you're light also. At the same time, you will become, you can accomplish things.
Yeah.
Uh, in spite of all the trouble, you can accomplish because you have friends. Otherwise, you will be top alone. You are very great, but you're top alone.
Mm.
In spite of you you have achieved so many big things, but still you have to have friends.
Yeah.
And by daya, showing daya to those who are inferior to you.
Mm.
You can only show when you understand their pain.
Mm.
When you understand their pain, how much suffering they are undergoing.
Mm.
You understand that your pain is insignificant. It is not that three tapas will go away, they'll come. But by showing respect,
Mm.
blessed, so the three tapas don't affect, number one.
Mm.
By sharing, the three tapas come, but they are distributed.
Yeah.
And you can accomplish many things in spite of
Mm.
the tapas.
Mm.
Number three, by showing compassion, you can only show when you understand their pain.
Mm.
You find there's one boy who has not eaten food for 3 days.
Mm.
At that time, you're so depressed because your father has not given you a chocolate. You're
Mm.
depressed. And also on the tapa. You see, this boy has not even eaten for 3 days. Then what will happen?
Mm.
My tapa is, my business is nothing.
Yes. Mm.
So let me do something for him. Just a crude example I gave.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Fantastic, Maharaj. So, Maharaj, in the yeah, go
Hope we
ahead.
are not over time.
Yeah, that's what even I checked the time. So, in the interest
Yes.
of time, Maharaj, I'm not going to go through the vivid description, the process described by Narad Muni. But however, one thing is Narad Muni very clearly knows here Dhruva is not after pure devotional service. He's very ambitious. He wants a kingdom bigger than his great grandfather, and it just so happens his great grandfather is Brahma, so he has to get something greater than Brahmanda. But however, Narad Muni, knowing what he wants, and the time, place, circumstance, he's in a forest. So he tells him, go to Madhuvana and whatever ingredients, he says, you do this, all the process that is available that he can access. And also training him up nicely, giving him a process that is suitable for him, but yet connecting him to the Supreme Lord. So if you can say something, what we can draw lessons from Narad Muni, the Diksha, Shiksha Gurus, how to engage the disciple nicely in a way that is suitable for their nature, but ultimately connect them to Krishna.
That's called Acharya, one who is expert in understanding the nature of the disciple or the person who's come to him.
Mhm.
कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा अध्यात्मना वा प्रकृतिस्वभावात् करोमि यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणाय इति समर्पयामि.
Mhm.
Prakritirsvabhavat. That is why an acharya, a leader,
Mhm.
even parents, temple president, or counselor, or guide, they should be trained and have expertise in knowing the nature of a person.
Mhm.
And similarly engage.
Mhm.
The perfection of preaching Krishna consciousness is when you engage the person in serving Krishna according to one's nature.
Yes.
First become a devotee,
Mhm.
and the devotion purifies the person.
Mhm.
It is not that I am going to make a person a pure devotee.
Mhm. Mhm.
First become a devotee.
Mhm.
If that would have not been the case, Krishna would directly say, Saradharman Varitijya Mamekam Sharanuraja Ham Tvam Sarvapi Vimokshishya Masujaha Om Tat Saditi Srimad Bhagavatam Upanishatsu Dharma Vidyayam Eka Shloki Krishna Samvade, no Krishna Samvade, no, Krishna Samvade, or
Mhm.
you have done that, that's fine, isn't
Yes.
it?
Yes.
Then
Yeah. Yeah. Nice, Maharaj. Even Krishna acknowledges that 4 types of people come to me, although the
Yes,
yeah,
yeah. 4 types of people. Coming to Krishna itself is great.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. So Maharaj, so while Dhruva is busy now, of course, we'll throw some light on how intensely he's practicing his austerity, but how compassionate of Narad Muni. Not only he instructed Dhruva, but he does take the effort to go back to Uttanapada and give him that assurance and consolation. Don't worry, your son is fine. He's going to become so famous and he is going to attain God realization. So why does the Narad Muni do this? Go to Uttanapada and give this news?
Because Prabhupada had affection for Dhruva Maharaj.
Uh-huh.
It is not, he did not have. But his affection for his wife made him a stupid or made him a zombie
Mm.
and made him weak. So Narada, being a very good acharya, he knows that Tanapada had affection for his son Dhruva, who is going to be a great devotee.
Yes.
So he's going to pacify him.
Mm.
One should know the art of pacification.
Yes.
Shantvana.
Mm.
Everybody knows how to make other person agitated, but the Vedic culture is to give Shantvana. A boy comes running to the mother. Mother should give Shantvana. Wife comes running to the husband, give Shantvana. And then you speak the truth. First here. They're going blah, 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 blah here. Then they're peaceful. Then you talk logic. Otherwise, argument. If you don't know how to pacify, you will end up in argument, which increases agitation in the world.
Yeah. So Maharaj, what follows is we see this just 5-year-old boy. It's hard to imagine this level of intensity. Like the first month, it is said he was just eating some barely berries only every third day. And then the second month, he's only eating dry grass every 6 days. And third month, he's simply drinking water every 9 days. Then fourth month, he's controlling his breathing. Only air is the food, that too only every 12 days. And the fifth month, he's controlling the breath in such a way and standing motionless on just one foot. And then by 6th month, wow, so he is going to attain God realization. Sakshat Supreme Lord is going to give darshan, which we will see in the next episode. So how is it possible for a mere 5-year-old boy to come and execute this level of intense austerity where the devatas are going to run to the Lord?
So that is the power of sadhu sangha. The power of sadhu sangha is that he gets the potency because he received the mantra from Narada and he executed exactly what Narada told. And that is the reason he attained success within a short span of 6 months. What to speak of 6 months? 6 minutes are also enough. But the essence is that you just follow what your guru has told. You will achieve success.
Nice.
And Srila Prabhupada, in one of the purports, he talks about this thing. That is the inspiration for me to actually encourage people to start Gurukul's education system. Srila Prabhupada says, 4-12-23.
4-12-23, okay.
That's the caption of Gurukul. What was possible for Dhruva Maharaj?
Yes.
4-12-23.
Yes.
What was possible for Dhruva Maharaj is possible for everyone. Any 5-year-old child can be trained, and within a very short time, his life will become successful by realization of Krishna consciousness. Unfortunately, this training is lacking all over the world. It is necessary, Jesse, it is necessary for the leaders of Krishna consciousness movement to start education institutions in different parts of the world to train children, starting at the age of 5.
5 years, yeah.
Thus, such children will not become hippies or spoiled children of the society. Rather, they all will become devotees of the Lord. the face of the world will then change.
Automatically.
Wow, it's a purport.
Perfect. Jai.
Yeah.
Wonderful, Maharaj. Very nice. So, Maharaj, you want to go ahead, Maharaj? Say something?
No. We are over time.
Yes,
We
yes,
have to
yes.
go to the class now.
Yeah. So, Maharaj, last question on this pastime. Is it always necessary that we have to be deprived of the worldly affection so we can turn ourselves towards the affection from the Lord? Here, Dhruva was deprived of his affection of the biological father, which took him. So, from the lap of his biological father, he went to the lotus feet of the Supreme Father. Is it always necessary to do it this way?
It is not necessary to be deprived of worldly affection to develop affection for Krishna, but it is necessary to be deprived of the affection from a worldly person.
Okay.
The person from whom you are getting affection and person whom you are giving affection and getting bound with that is important.
Yeah.
So Dhruva was having affection for his mother. That became the cause of his Krishna consciousness.
Yeah.
And mother gave affection to Dhruva. That became the cause of his Krishna consciousness.
True. Yeah.
The affections in this world are created so that it leads to Krishna consciousness.
Awesome, Maharaj. Very nice. So, Maharaj, now quick Brahmastra. So, I'm so sorry we are running a little late today. So, I'll keep it very simple. So, just like this divine mother-son duo, Suniti and Dhruva. So, I'm just going to give you about a dozen such amazing mother-son combinations. So, if you can just say a word or sentence in glorification of this mother-son duo. So, we're going to start with Kayadu and Prahlada.
She let her son do what he wants to do, Bhakti.
Okay. Mother Sita and her two sons, Lava-Kusha.
She set an example that however cruel my husband may be, but my love for my children will not be compromised.
Okay, Rama was not cruel, but that's another topic for another day.
He was cruel in one sense, trending.
Yeah.
But his transcendental cruelty.
Yes, nicely put.
There's a reason behind it.
Yeah.
She perceived that to be cruelty. That's for a fact.
Okay.
He may not be, but still she perceived it so.
Okay. Devahuti and Kapila.
You should be fortunate to have a son who teaches you.
Amazing. Uttara and Parikshit.
Pahi Pahi Mahayogin Deva Deva Jagatpate. She is so concerned about the womb. The child in the womb. She told, let me die, no problem, but protect me, protect the womb.
Yeah. Nice. Mother Kunti and Pandavas.
Kunti's devotion was the real reason for Pandava's protection. So every mother who wants to protect the child just become a devotee.
Glorious. Yes.
Krishna will personally come and protect your children.
Nice. Very nice. Mother Sachi and Lord Chaitanya.
Oh. Anybody takes the name of Sachi Mata, will get the same devotion which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has for Krishna.
Wow. Yeah.
All the Vedic knowledge will be revealed by taking the name of Sachi Mata.
Oh.
Jai Sachinandan. To call Chaitanya through Sachi. Sachinandan. That's the blessing.
Beautiful. Aditi and Vamana Dev.
You want to get somebody like Vaman Dev, you cannot get anybody like Vamana Dev, but at least a good child. Do Payovrata.
Okay. I like how you said, if you want to get, and said you can't get, immediately you get. Okay. Kausalya and Rama.
He agreed to the Dharmanishtha of Rama. She placed her son's determination above her affection.
Wow, nice. Okay, from one glorious mother to another from Ramayana, Mother Sumitra, the mother of Lakshmana and Shatrughna.
There can be no mother like her.
Oh, okay.
Who told his son, go and serve Ram, get lost, you idiot. Don't say, man, go. Your mother is Sita, your father is Ram.
Forest is Ayodhya.
Forest is Ayodhya.
Go.
Ramam Dasharatham Vidhi. Mam Vidhi Janakatmajam. Ayodhyam Atavim Vidhi. Gacha Tata Yatha Sukham. The most important words of Ramayana is this. Spoken by Sumitra. What a name, Sumitra.
Yeah. And you said Tata Sukham. She's telling, don't just go happily.
Yes.
What a mother. Amazing. Wow. What about Rajani Devi and Srila Prabhupada?
Oh, she had taken a vow until my son starts speaking. I would not. I would leave to the left hand or something like
that. Yes.
Yeah, so many things. Self-conceived austerities to show affection for the. Prabhupada said you should be mother you should have Bengali mother. You should have the affection or the vatsalya of a Bengali mother and courage of a British soldier.
Yes. Yeah, she said, unless he grows up and asks mother, why are you eating with left hand? I'll continue to eat with left hand.
Yes.
So, and Rohini Balarama.
Rohini and Balarama. So, actually, Rohini Mata, she wanted Balaram to be always with Krishna. And Yashoda also wanted. That's the reason Balaram had this Vatsalya for Krishna.
Saving the best for the last, the bestest mother-son duo, Mother Yashoda and Krishna.
Yashoda and Krishna. How tolerant she is. Krishna, he tested her tolerance to such an extent and then told to the entire world, especially Devaki, nobody can be like Yashoda.
Jai. Thank you so much, Maharaj. My sincere apologies. We ran a little over time today. And so Maharaj, from Uttanapada's weakness to Suruchi's envy to Suniti's spiritual strength to Narada's expert advice to Dhruva's determination. So this whole episode was like a wonderful, wholesome feast. So thank you, Maharaj. Regardless of where you are, you're always taking time and illuminating these pastimes like anything. There's so many gems, so many lessons. So thank you so much, Maharaj. Very, very grateful. So Hare Krishna everyone, there we go. This is just the beginning of Dhruva Maharaja's pastime. We have covered so much ground today. So please absorb all these lessons. And like Maharaj was repeatedly emphasizing, and he quoted that very wonderful shloka from 4th Canto, 12th chapter, 23rd verse. So His Holiness Bhakti Padma Saurav Pracharak Swami Maharaj, with his magnanimity to do good to our future generations, especially creating strong Gurukul boys, who are going to become mature men later. So he is undertaking this novel initiative of starting a Gurukul. So he is very actively working in this direction. So stay tuned. From time to time, you will be receiving updates from us as to what we are doing and how you can also become part of this noble mission. So stay tuned. We will come back in the next episode, 58th episode. So how Dhruva Maharaj's austerity is going to receive the reciprocation of the Supreme Lord. What are the blessings he is going to get? What are the prayers he is going to offer? So there is so much coming up. So we will catch you soon. Until then, stay inquisitive and stay Krishna conscious. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.